God doesn't always heal, but the model we have is Jesus. The model we have is to pray. The model we have is every single person that was ever brought to Jesus was healed. And I don't know why it doesn't happen sometimes, but it does some, and it's worth it for those to see come to fruition. So I love community, and I'll be in it as long as I can be.
Hello, my name is Sidney. I'm a father of 5 kids. I've been married to my wife for 23, almost 24 years. I'm a medic, and I shouldn't be alive. I got hit really hard in the face by an 800-pound tree.
The first time I met him, you could tell he had suffered some pretty serious facial trauma. His face was pretty wired up, but if you know Sidney at all, you would never know, right? He was extremely gregarious and happy like he always is. And
I broke my face in, 13 places. I went to Vanderbilt ER, and they did surgery. It took 2 hours to wire my mouth and all back together. So I really had no one besides my wife to talk to. And she told me, she said, "Sidney, you really need to talk to fellow Christian men." She talked me into it, and I actually joined the men's group with Matt.
In the midst of all of that, I think Sidney was probably the biggest encourager in the group to everybody else. The person going through the most was the person encouraging everybody else.
It's the best thing I've ever done, because I have never felt so close and it's just family.
It was around the 3rd or 4th week of our group, and we just came in, and it really kind of just turned into a prayer meeting. And Sidney shared that night about everything he was going through with the insurance company and how long it was taking to get his surgery scheduled and all the complications with that. And we just decided that night we're just going to start praying for healing. And we just prayed, we laid our hands on him, we prayed together as a small group. And we didn't see anything miraculous happen in the moment or anything like that. But about a week before his surgery, he told us, he said, "Hey, I'm going in for the surgery, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to come back to a small group this semester, but I don't know, there's obviously a whole lot of things happening with that surgery."
And all this time had passed, and I never got a pre-op or anything. And one day my doctor called me up, and he said, "Hey, I don't know why, I just feel like I need you to come in." I had been there 3 weeks prior, and 3 weeks prior, I could touch my face, and I could push on my face, and because it was so broken, I can feel the inside of my mouth moving. I can feel everything shifting. Nothing was healing.
So we said, yeah, we prayed for him, and we were praying for him as he went to the pre-op. And then the next day, we all looked at our phones, and Sidney sent this giant text about, "God healed me."
Well, they took my x-rays, and it went from me having 11 broke bones to my face being completely healed. You seen no signs of fractures anymore. Everything was perfectly healed.
And we just were all blown away. And so all day the text thread was going nuts. And he came in the next night and shared his story, and we were just all freaking out. It's so cool to see that just really transpire before us. There's so much that we carry, and every single person is going through it. Whatever that looks like, it's either like you're going through it, or you just came out of it, or you're about to go through it, right? There's always a season where that weight and that worldly pain is always present. And so without community, I don't know how you do it well. And there's millions of reasons not to lead a group or be in one. There's life reasons. Sidney's got 5 kids, I've got 4. We've got millions of things going on in schedules and life. But really, there's no reason not to.
You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a scriptural scholar. Just be you. Just hearing other people talk about issues that were going on in their life helped me to relax enough that I could see that I wasn't alone.
Just because you sign up for a bridge group doesn't mean that you'll experience all the miracles you've ever needed to happen in your life. We prayed for a lot of stuff in that group. And there's other miracles that didn't happen, that we wanted to have happen, and we're still believing will. But community is almost more valuable than that over time. The reason God does miracles or doesn't is up to him, but the decision to join community is up to us.